I'm your host, Justin, and in today's video, what we're going to talk about is something that's super important, especially if you're new to trading or you've just kind of got started in the last year or two. And what we're going to talk about is how to determine what kind of trader you are. Now, there's a lot of traders who trade different styles, and there's a million different strategies. There's like an infinite number of strategies out there how to trade, but the main thing that as a new trader you want to be thinking about is, what do I like to trade? See, some people, they'll like to trade stocks just based on the company, on the names. Some others are in crypto and they only want to trade one or two cryptocurrencies, really married to these instruments. And what I want to show you is another way to look at that and think about what kind of trader you are. There's lots of different types. Like, you could be somebody who likes to just buy the market and invest over the long term. Now, this video isn't going to be for those people. This video is going to be for the people who like to trade more actively. Maybe have a position one, two, three times a day or a week or even a month. And what I want to show you now is what that looks like, how we should be looking at the type of trader that you are. So on my screen here, let's take a look at this. I have a chart pulled up, and I'm just going to blow this up for you. Now, with this chart, see, there's a pretty clear trend in play here, short term. Here's the short term trend. It's going up. We can all see it. Now, within this trend, we have a few other things happening. And one of those things is, you can see prior to the break of this structure here, I have this big yellow line across the screen. Now, prior to this break right here, this market was consolidating, and there's people who are going to like to trade the, sell the highs and buy the lows of these types of ranges, and that's fine. Now, if that's the type of person you are, it's important that you recognize that before you really start putting a lot of money to work trading, because what you do is a strategy really needs to reflect who you are. If you like to buy and sell ranges, then you need to make sure that you're doing a strategy that really can take advantage of that. Like, if you're trading pin bars or just engulfing bars or any other strategy, and you find that most of your trades are taking place within a range and that those are your most successful trades, then you should be looking to strategies that are for range plays primarily. Now, other people like myself like to play trends. So my entries on something like this is going to be in this downtrend prior to it here. And I like to play trends because I find I can get some huge moves off those. So for my personality, I'm always making sure I'm using a trend following strategy. And that's super important. I'm not the best trader within a range, trying to play the highs and lows of it, and on an uptrend, buy the bottom of the range, sell at the top. I'm not exceptional at that. I am really great at range trading or at trend trading. Now, there's other people who are they like to play the counter trend trade. So what do I mean by that? Well, that's this structure right here. Here's a counter trend move. So you can see the market was pretty clearly in a downtrend. Everything was pretty well sloping down, and the market started to reverse. Now, those people usually come across as a lot of contrarians, and when they're right, everybody else is wrong, and they get some huge moves off of these. So if you find that you're always trying to trade against the trend into these moves for bigger moves, well, then you may be wanting to look at strategies that are for counter trend trading. Some of the advantages of counter trend trading is, when you're right, you can hit huge moves. The downsides are your win rate is usually going to be super low. And again, that has to match up with the type of trader that you are. And even more, like, you need to spend some time, if you're wanting to get really good at it, testing and going through and finding where are your most profitable setups occurring, where are you making the most amount of money, and being aware of that and the type of person that you are. So, super important stuff. I know this is just a quick video for you guys here today, but I really thought this was important to get across. This was something we were talking about inside the Discord here earlier in the week, and I thought that y'all could benefit from this. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you stay tuned to the channel, like and subscribe to it, or if you're listening to this on a podcast, then make sure you give it as many stars as you can, and stay tuned. I'm going to have some pretty big announcements coming over the next few weeks. So until next time, guys, good luck trading, everyone.